Carex is a vast genus of almost 2,000 species of grassy plants in the family Cyperaceae, commonly known as sedges. Other members of the Cyperaceae family are also called sedges. However, those of genus Carex may be called true sedges, and it is the most species-rich genus in the family. The study of Carex is known as caricology. Description: all species of Carex are perennial, although some species, such as C.baby and C. virgula, can fruit in the first year of growth, and may not survive longer. They typically have rhizomes, stolons or short rootstocks, but some species grow in tufts. The culm, the flower-bearing stalk, is unbranched and usually erect. It is usually distinctly triangular in section. The leaves of Carex comprise a blade, which extends away from the stalk, and a sheath, which encloses part of the stalk. The blade is normally long and flat, but may be folded, inrolled, channeled or absent. The leaves have parallel veins and a distinct midrib. Where the blade meets the culm there is a structure called the ligule. The color of foliage may be green, red or brown, and ranges from fine and hair-like, sometimes with curl tips, to quite broad with a noticeable midrib and sometimes razor-sharp edges. The flowers of Carex are small and are combined into spikes, which are themselves combined into a larger inflorescence. The spike typically contains many flowers, but can hold as few as one in some species. Almost all Carex species are monoecious. Each flower is either male or female. A few species are dioecious. Sedges exhibit diverse arrangements of male and female flowers. Often, the lower spikes are entirely pistillate and upper spikes staminate, with one or more spikes in between having pistillate flowers near the base and staminate flowers near the tip. In other species, all spikes are similar. In that case, they may have male flowers above and female flowers below, female flowers above and male flowers below. In relatively few species, the arrangement of flowers is irregular. The defining structure of the genus Carex is the bottle-shaped bract surrounding each female flower. This structure is called the perigonium, a utricle, a modified profile. It is typically extended into a rostrum, or beak, which is often divided at the tip into two teeth. The shape, venation, and vestiture of the perigonium are important structures for distinguishing Carex species. The fruit of Carex is a dry, one-seeded indohiscent nut which grows within the perigonium. Perigonium features aid in fruit dispersal, ecology and distribution. Carex species are found across most of the world, albeit with few species in tropical lowlands, and relatively few in sub-Saharan Africa. Most sedges are found in wetlands, such as marshes, calcareous fens, bogs and other peatlands, pond and stream banks, riparian zones, and even ditches. They are one of the dominant plant groups in Arctic and alpine tundra and in wetland habitats with a water depth of up to 50 centimeters. Taxonomy and cytogenetics. The genus Carex was established by Carl Linnaeus in his work Species Plantarum in 1753, and is one of the largest genera of flowering plants. Estimates of the number of species vary from about 1,100 to almost 2,000. Carex displays the most dynamic chromosome evolution of all flowering plants. Chromosome numbers range from n=6 to n=66, and over 100 species are known to show variation in chromosome number within the species, with differences of up to 10 chromosomes between populations. Carex has been divided into subgenera in a number of ways. The most influential was Georg Kuhkenthal's classification using 4 subgenera: Carex, Vena, Indocarex and Primocarex, based primarily on the arrangement of the male and female flowers. There has been considerable debate about the status of these 4 groups, with some species being transferred between groups and some authors, such as Kenneth Ken and Mackenzie, who eschewing the subgenera altogether and dividing the genus directly into sections. The genus is now divided into around 4 subgenera, some of which may not, however, be monophyletic. Carex subg. Carex 1450 species, distributed globally. Carex subg. Scylophora peterm, 70 species. Carex subg. Vena peterm, 350 species, cosmopolitan. Carex subg. Venia stricucantal, 100 species, tropical and subtropical Asia. Uses. Carex species and cultivars are popular in horticulture, particularly in shady positions. Native species are used in wildland habitat restoration projects, natural landscaping, and in sustainable landscaping as drought-tolerant grass replacements for lawns and garden meadows. Some require damp or wet conditions, others are relatively drought-tolerant. Propagation is by seed division in spring. A mix of dried specimens of several species of Carex have a history of being used as thermal insulation in footwear. Senegras is one of the names for such mixes. During the first human expedition to the South Pole in 1911, such a mix were used in Scala when camps had been set. Species serve as a food source for numerous animals, and some are used as a livestock hay.